All right, guys, welcome back to TTC. This week we're going to be going over the conference championship, recapping what we saw from divisional round. And as always, I'm Ryan Hagee.
I'm Max Xavier.
Be sure to smash that like button, comment down below, and subscribe if you can, guys. Let us know what you want to see future episodes, and we're gonna roll right into it with the divisional round recap. Starting off with Packers Rams, I think it was you had a great call. I called the Rams. Actually, we both called the Rams.
Yeah, I wish I had a great call.
But you did say that Aaron Rodgers was going to have a game. So
I did.
That is a great call out because he did exactly that. You know the video of him smirking? Aaron Rodgers.
It went viral.
It's been
everyone's seen
everywhere. So, like, a big note I have is he's like hell bent on the Super Bowl right now. This is pretty big for Aaron Rodgers' career, I think.
This is like, what's the word I'm looking for? He's at his prime right now. For Aaron Rodgers, he's at his prime right now.
No, I think his prime is 2010. I think he's
like on the last year of his prime, so he wants to win.
Oh, I think he's going to play really well until his 40s, but I think you're right about that.
I don't think he wins a Super Bowl though. I think if he wins a Super Bowl, it's this year.
Yeah. Kind of like a Drew Brees thing. Drew Brees missed his last year.
You were correct, by the way, and I was incorrect, and Aaron Rodgers also proved me wrong about because Jalen Ramsey did a pretty good job.
Yeah, he can throw it anywhere he wants.
I know, but like he held Devontae Adams to 66 yards and a touchdown. I said if he only gets 40 yards and a touchdown, they lose that game. Basically the same thing, so they completely proved me wrong.
Yes, Alan Lazard and Marquez Valdez-Scantling do the job. Imagine if they had like a Chase Claypool.
Just anyone.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Anyone other than Alan Lazard and
Valdez-Scantling. Yeah. But big point I have is Rams' inability on offense showed tremendously again. So
I mean, you're with a guy who just had their thumb surgery, right? So you can't expect the most out of
yeah,
him.
but it's been like that all year. Every big game, that's why they were 9-7. You know, every big game where they needed an offensive performance because their defense had to do so much, they didn't come up to the plate. You can't run the ball 20 times a game or 30 times a game and expect to win just off of that, like the Ravens in the playoffs, that is, or like the Titans. You know, a team that throws is going to beat you.
Yeah, that's fair.
32-18, it shows. Because they continuously tried to run the ball because they knew Jared Goff wasn't able. So I think the Jared Goff era is over in LA.
Really?
Yeah.
You think it's just over?
So I did an episode yesterday on Hot Topics about the quarterbacks that I think are going to be moving, and I think Jared Goff might be added to that list, actually. Maybe not this offseason, probably the following offseason.
I was going to say, I don't think they get rid of him. Because no one wants to pick up that contract.
No, but they'd pay it. They'd either waive him or pay that contract in full and let him walk. The guaranteed money, that is.
Yeah.
So, but the era should be over in LA, I'll say that much. They need to move on. They need to get a guy who isn't a game manager. Like, that's what they got with Jared Goff, sadly. It's funny, those two quarterbacks were so highly respected coming out of that draft, and kind of just fell apart for both of them. Yeah. But I think Carson Wentz is going to find his stride somewhere else. I don't think Jared Goff can.
Well. I think overall, Carson Wentz is
better than Jared Goff.
I don't know if he's proved it yet, just because Jared Goff has been to a Super Bowl.
Well, it's like, carried.
Yeah, but still, he's been to a Super Bowl, so it's hard to say that.
So is Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz had a better team.
Carson Wentz was on the bench, though, for that.
Yeah, but he put that team together. Come on.
He did. For the entire season. I do like Carson Wentz more than I like
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff in terms of the
quarterback
of having him on my team. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know. I think that's just the Rams kind of. They're a quarterback. I say that so much, quarterback away, but
any team can be a quarterback away, right?
But they are. They have two great wide receivers, a good running game, a good O-line, a great defense, and a good head coach.
Just about any bad team except the Texans is a good quarterback away.
Well, they're a good quarterback away from a Super Bowl, I think. Some teams are a quarterback away from the playoffs.
That's true.
There's a difference. But yeah, we'll move into the next one if you want to talk about that.
That's fair. So we got. Wasn't ready. I didn't think you'd just straight up call on to me, and then I realized it was the Ravens Bills.
Yeah.
So I figured you'd do that to me.
I got a lot.
Complete opposite of what I said. I said it would be a shootout,
and I knew it would be.
I am 4th and goal. Lamar throws a pick six. That is what sealed the game. Up until then, it was a very close game.
I think that seals the Lamar Jackson era. If I am the Ravens, I move on. 2 years in a row, he fails in the playoffs, and it's his fault. It's not anyone else's fault. It's Lamar Jackson's fault 2 years in a row. You guys didn't get blown out by the Titans. You got ran over, and you scored what? 6 points? 9 points?
Against who?
The Titans last year. when you
Oh,
lost?
last year. I thought you were saying. I think it was
9.
no, because we had some garbage time touchdowns. I think it was like
so don't count
14 or something like that.
Regardless.
But like when it mattered, we had like 3 to 9 points.
Exactly. And then this year you scored 3 points, and on the biggest play of the game you throw a pick 6.
And we only scored 20 against the Titans this year too.
Yeah.
Like offense.
Well, that was a great game that you guys played
defensively.
defensively.
Yeah. I wouldn't say offensively.
So
But yeah.
I said it when Lamar had his MVP season. I said he's going to get figured out, and you said you're wrong. I mean,
What was I gonna say? Yeah, you're right. My MVP quarterback is gonna suck.
like I know, yeah, like it's hard to go against him, but in this league, it's easy to get figured out. He's not Michael Vick. He's Lamar Jackson. Michael Vick could throw. Michael Vick could attack you in every way, shape, and form.
Yeah, that
like
was a
Josh
scary
Allen.
dude.
Lamar can't throw the ball well. I mean, if he does offseason work and he comes back as a good thrower like Josh Allen did,
I would love to see that.
Like, that would be
make me
scary.
so happy.
but the thing is, he is wicked inaccurate, and he doesn't have arm strength.
Yeah.
So he's 2 problems. At least Josh Allen could throw the ball 70 yards. He just didn't have the footwork. Lamar Jackson, I don't know how to fix that, if I'm honest.
Yeah. I mean, he's also concussed right now, so he's not going to be practicing anytime soon.
He'll be practicing in 2 weeks.
Still. I mean, no contact, of course. So
Yeah. But that's the Ravens side. It's Lamar Jackson's ineptitude. If I'm the Ravens, I give him a year longer because I'm not going to sign him to a contract extension. If you guys pay him $100 million, you're the stupidest franchise in the NFL.
Yeah, no, we can't pay him that much.
And that's
Not
how much
until he shows it again.
That's how much Ravens is going to ask him for.
Yeah, I know.
So, but that's the Ravens. Yeah, Lamar Jackson's holding you guys back because you got a great defense, great running back core, horrible wide receivers, and a decent O line. So draft a good wide receiver, which you can't do. So sign one. Draft some O linemen. You guys do that well. And then, I mean, sign Dak Prescott.
Just go back a year, get Tristan Wirfs.
Trade for Matt Stafford. That's a good idea for the Ravens.
I don't know if I want Matt Stafford, but like regardless.
What, you want another guy who will run the ball the entire time?
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. I want to be prom queen. But...
I would like Carson Wentz too. I think Carson Wentz would be
that'd
pretty
be good. But you'd have to pay him. Well, no, you'd
not that much if he's getting let go from the Eagles.
Yeah, you'd make them take the majority of it.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyways,
moving on to the Bills side.
Bills side of it. It's I don't know. They didn't play that great. I don't think their defense played awesome. So that's what makes me think they can beat the Chiefs because their defense played so well. They're playing their best football like the past 5 weeks.
Agreed.
So they're just kind of hitting their strides at the right time. Whereas the Chiefs, they play their best football year round. So I don't really know what to say.
I don't even know about that because like most of this. But their expectations are significantly higher than those of the Bills. Like
no, I think the Bills are on a similar platform now.
Now.
Yeah.
But throughout the season, like the Chiefs let up shit tons of points against almost any opponent. It's just they managed to outscore them.
Well, when you go to play the Chiefs, do you not get up for that game? Like every team that goes to play the Chiefs is like, we're gonna play our best football right now. Like when the Steelers were undefeated, they were like, we're gonna play our best football right now.
Well, like even against really bad teams, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't
care.
You can't consistently let up that many points for me.
But they would score 40 on top of it. So.
But now you're playing against the Bills, right?
The Bills defense isn't that good.
If the Bills defense plays like they did this week, next week.
I want you to understand the difference between Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes.
I know, but still, regardless. 3 points.
I think that listen, it was really impressive. But you guys,
Bills, but...
Justin Tucker, huh?
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Talk about a Steven Gostkowski falling out.
Yeah, I know.
That's nuts.
God.
But I think the defense did play really well. If it plays like that again next week, it just needs to. I'll talk about it when we go into the conference championship. They need to be able to confuse Mahomes a little bit or frustrate him. Like there have to be a few drives where they can stall him out a little bit. There's no stopping the Chiefs. Okay, they're stalling the Chiefs.
100% agreed.
Like you can, make them, think they're moving and then get a fumble recovery. You have to do small things to irritate them. You're not going to stop them. So it's all about scoring. And if Mahomes doesn't play, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
It's a win for the Bills.
Bills, yeah.
I think that Josh Allen's hellbent on going to a Super Bowl.
I think he looks hungry.
I love the kid. Like, he's awesome. But if you beat Mahomes, if Mahomes plays and he beats him, then that's crazy. He's the new face of the league. Josh Allen.
Hands down.
That'd be really cool.
The league becomes at that point just a rivalry between
so cool.
Josh Allen. That would be sick.
Yeah.
That would be phenomenal.
Yeah. And then all the old guys in the NFC.
And they have their battle of the older Titans.
Yeah.
Each week. I think, and this is only proving my point of a while ago. I don't remember if you remember me talking about my offensive player of the year. Stephon Diggs just had back-to-back 100-yard games plus a touchdown.
No.
Right? Like, he's an animal in and of itself.
Yeah, he's not going to win Offensive Player of the Year, but I agree.
I want him to because I think he deserves it.
Alvin Kamara's going to win it.
Well, yeah,
Be
hands
prepared.
down, hands down.
Be prepared.
But, like, still, I think he is a good
Yeah.
he is a good running for that. But it's just Stephon Diggs is a weapon with someone.
It is
throwing the ball like Josh Allen.
very
and Kirk
impressive
Cousins.
how much he is attributed to Josh Allen's success this season and his growth.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think that's something that you can attest to Stephon Diggs a good amount. But I think
Like,
the Bills
before your top receiver was John Brown and
Cole Beasley. But Cole Beasley's a beast.
Cole Beasley's but you have like
Most
John
underrated
Brown,
player in the NFL. Most underrated player in the entire NFL.
I could get behind that. I could
Yes.
get behind that. However,
More 100-yard games than Tyreek Hill.
However,
Sorry.
Cole Beasley is not a deep threat.
No.
He's I don't want to say Julian Edelman because he's smaller, but he plays like a big body guy.
No, he's Julian Edelman. That's a fair thing.
Yeah, he's a big
He's
body
just,
guy. I like that style.
He's just tough. But he just does all the gritty work. I think Stephon Diggs is an anywhere threat.
That's what I was going to say.
So.
John Brown is strictly a deep threat. Cole Beasley is a short threat. And then they finally got their star receiver with Stephon Diggs.
A great offense. All right, we gotta stop talking about the Bills. I think they're definitely gonna put up a fight in the next.
Oh
round.
yeah, this is gonna be a good game to watch.
Game for the century. So
agreed.
Browns Chiefs. Browns.
They fought.
Congrats. I mean, that was a really great season for them. Honestly, they needed it. Browns fans needed that.
Yeah.
So, but the fact that you can't get over the hump even against Chad Henne kind of shows that there's work to be done.
I mean, like.
They should have won that game. No, there's no excuses. You should have won that game, Browns. Even if it's like, you know what, they made it far, good for them. Like, I'm proud of no. Like, if you're a Browns fan, you're like, we should have won that game. Chad Henne's not a good quarterback. No. He's a backup for a reason. Like, he
came out and threw 8 passes.
And
right?
it just
it's not like it's.
It shows how bad their defense is because he went 6 for 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
and then he ran 20 yards for a first down.
That's true. I saw that. That shouldn't have happened.
Chad Henne.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, like
he's old. He's been in the league.
He got drafted in 2000.
I was gonna say like
2007.
11, 12, 13 years
As a backup, not even a starter. Maybe 3 years as a starter, and then a bust. So, listen, Browns. Like, you guys got to be mad. I'd be mad because even if you're like, we made it far enough. Like, there is none of that in the NFL. They said they were a hungry team all year. Be hungry all year. And you weren't hungry in the last most important 4 minutes of your season. So that's what makes me mad. Even Baker Mayfield wasn't. They had a drive where they could have went up, and Baker Mayfield went, I think, 2 for 4, throwing the ball for like 6 yards, and they went 3 and out. Maybe a first down on a running play.
Jeez.
So, like, it's just, you got to be better than that if you ask me. So, but I don't poop on them too much because
this is a big moment for them, right?
So,
like, yeah, I would be mad if I lost this game. Like, this is the first time in almost 2 decades that they've been to the playoffs, and they made it to the Chiefs, who are regarded as potentially the best team in the NFL right now.
And they were getting smacked until Mahomes left the game. So, it was not close.
You're right.
So,
You're right.
As soon as they saw Mahomes go to the sideline, they were like, oh, we have a chance. And then they started playing well. Like, no, you always have a chance. Play well. Because you're not playing a great defense.
It was like,
what?
It was like 22-3.
Yes, 22-7, I think.
22-7?
I can't remember. No, 3.
It was ridiculously. It was almost the same score as the
what
Bills Ravens game, and then Chad Henne came in.
Like, I understand that the defense can play more. Well, actually, defense would play more uptight with the backup quarterback in.
Yeah.
So, like, what changes? You weren't playing a great defense the entire game. You were playing a defense that wanted it more than you.
Agreed.
That's what you saw. So, that's my thing with the Browns. You want to talk and act like you're supposed to be there, which I think you were supposed to be there this year. Prove it in the biggest game. Because the Ravens would have put up a better fight than that in the first 3 quarters.
I would agree.
The Bills are going to put up a better fight than that. The Steelers, I hope, probably. Actually, no, I'm not going to use them as an example because I hate them right now. The Colts would put up a better fight than that in the first 3 quarters.
Yeah, no, 100% agree.
So, like, come on, dude. Like, prove that you're supposed to be there. It makes me a little mad that the Browns talk all that and then do that. And then start playing well once the best quarterback in the league finally goes to the sideline. Like, that's just pathetic. So, whatever. I'm going in on them right now. But Chiefs, you're in a sticky situation. Bills fans are probably licking their chops right now.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Blood in the water. Blood in the water.
I think there's a, 90% chance that Mahomes comes back, right? Regardless of how ethical it is, there's a 90% chance he comes back for the game.
Listen, if he doesn't play on Sunday,
oh my god, his teammates are gonna be very upset.
That would be very surprising to me. I mean, Phillip Rivers played a conference championship game with a torn ACL, so a concussion's a little bit more dangerous. I get it. Like I totally would get it if he didn't play, because I went to Junior Seau's Hall of Fame induction, where his daughter spoke. Yeah. It's pretty sad. I don't want to mess with any of that stuff. So I wouldn't be mad if I were a Chiefs fan, but I'd be like, dang, I kind of expected him to. So, but we can stop talking. We were rolling on there.
And now the game, you know who predicted correctly? Bucs Saints.
Yeah. Well, this was a toss-up.
That's true.
This was the best game of the weekend.
Oh yeah, and you called it.
Yeah. So I don't even know, man. Brady is going to another Super Bowl. He's going to.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to go to the Super Bowl.
I agree with you.
So, I think Aaron Rodgers' story is really cute. It was fun. I'll talk more about it when we get to the conference championship
Playoff Tom
game.
Brady.
Yeah.
Playoff Tom Brady.
We saw it in that game. You know what made me really, like, there's a clip from the end of the game where Devin White's running into the tunnel, and he's, like, yelling at Tom. He's like, hey, Tom. And Tom's like, what are you doing picking off all those footballs? What are you doing out there? Like... He has such a camaraderie with his teammates wherever he goes. Like, he brings such a great atmosphere to the team.
Absolutely.
It's winning football wherever you go. So it's Brady's league still. Like, he kind of goes wherever, and he'll go to a conference championship game.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, it helps when, your defense, led by Devin White at this point, has an interception, 10 tackles, and, like, a fumble recovery. Right?
But where were the Bucs last year?
That's true.
Struggling.
But that's because they're constantly on defense because their offense went 4-0.
But they had the same weapons minus AB. Same weapons.
Minus Tom Brady.
Exactly. My point is, you put Tom Brady in a situation, and that team is a Super Bowl contender. It's nuts.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But on the same...
and minus Gronk. But, like, still. You had Mike Evans still. You had
O.J. Howard. O.J. Howard.
Yeah.
They had Cameron Brate. He's a great weapon, I think.
They had Ronald Jones last year, no?
Yep. They had all the guys they have except for Leonard Fournette and LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah.
And Tom Brady.
And, Fournette, while has made an impact, like, Ronald Jones is still the number one guy there.
So, yeah. But yeah, on the Saints side of it, really sad. Another clip also, Drew Brees walking into the tunnel, taking that one last look, make a grown man cry. Football is filled with so many emotions. I think it's really cool. But on the gameplay side of it, the inept quarterback play of the Saints, it's just kind of kept showing its ugly head all season. Even with Michael Thomas like playing on injuries, he's kind of soft, I think. He played for Drew Brees. I think that's really cool. I don't really believe it when guys don't talk about their injuries until the last game. When they're like, I played on this the whole year, and you guys didn't even know it. Like, why say it?
Yeah.
You didn't say it all year. Why now? It makes no sense to me. Drew Brees told us about all of his injuries throughout the entire season. And he was like, I'm playing anyways.
Yeah, that's Drew Brees.
That's a warrior.
Regardless, dude, watching him walk away from the field afterwards was like heart-crushing.
Dagger. But
heart-crushing, dude.
His, he's old. Like, he didn't age like Brady, sadly, and he didn't have it.
I mean, he's like, what? He's like 41, 42?
Yeah, Brady's 43.
Like, at that point, if you manage to be a successful starting quarterback in the league at that age, your career is a success.
Oh.
Hands down.
Hall of Famer.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe number 3 all time.
Best quarterback. Dare I say Tom Brady's the only one to be that good at that age. Yeah. Like,
Tom Brady's probably the only one who's ever going to play to 45, I think, at quarterback.
Yeah.
At that level.
Exactly.
Like, it's insanity.
He's in the semifinals.
Yeah. After this game, the Saints have issues. I'm going to say it. I'm sorry, Saints fans. I think your defense has a lot of upside. I think your offense has a lot of downside. If you keep Taysom Hill to be your franchise quarterback, you're not going to win.
Or Jameis Winston.
No, Jameis Winston could work. But they
just need to, fix his eyes.
I guess so. I mean, listen, I think he could be a good quarterback, honestly.
You see the trick play they did with Jameis Winston? That was the play that the Browns ran against him that Wims dropped in the end zone. That exact same play. And then Jameis Winston, 56 yards, touchdown.
Wow.
I saw that and I was laughing so hard. I was like, you literally took the play that
the
Bears couldn't do.
Yeah, you said the Browns, I think.
Oh, well, Bears. The play that the Bears couldn't pull off, you then used against the Bucs. I thought that was phenomenal.
Yeah, that is pretty funny. But yeah, no, I think if they go with Taysom Hill, then they have cap again. They have money against the cap. They need to re-sign Alvin Kamara, or did they already? I can't remember. Yeah, I think they did.
I think he's still on contract.
So, oh god, I feel bad. They're like the Steelers. They have the quarterback going. You need to bring in a new guy, and they have money against the cap. It's hard. It's hard to build.
And like as much as people don't like Slant Boy, he's still one of the best at being a slant boy, right?
Well, he's a great wide receiver. He just needs to stop feeding into it.
Yeah.
Like he feeds into it. Like just play your game, dude. You don't need to be Antonio Brown. You don't need to be like what everyone thinks you need to be. Do what you do best. He was the best wide receiver in football last year.
Yeah.
Just do it again. Like you didn't have to be like this guy that everyone wants you to be. Who cares? Devontae Adams is great with his feet. He utilizes that and plays to his strength. Stephon Diggs is a great route runner as well. Plays to his strength. That's what you are, Michael Thomas. You're not a big body guy who's going to catch. Actually, you are that.
You are a big buddy.
You
guy
can
who's going to catch,
you can catch across
50-50 balls.
Like Julian Edelman made millions of dollars being a slant boy. No one called him it. He was
Man
just
is as tall as me, and he is like was a Super Bowl MVP.
legit. No, he was.
Well, like people talk about.
Actually, no, I think he was. You're right.
I was gonna say he was once.
Maybe I can't.
No, you know what?
No.
People said he should have when he made that catch with the Falcons.
Yeah, and Brady won it, but Brady threw 500 yards. So
Yeah. Also another.
But
But still, like he became one of the top tier receivers for a couple of years, and he's as small as me because he played to his positives. He played to his.
like they probably just like mess with him because he likes to run across the middle and get hit, and no one else does. Like whatever, man. I think he could totally be another. He can bounce back from this easily. So
Yeah. Kidding me? He's young.
so
He's got plenty of time.
we'll move into the conference championship next. So